Hello, guys, and I am here for some awesome bingo action. Give me 1 second, as it looks like I have an orange tint on my camera, as I'll be back in just one moment. Game day bingo should be a lot of fun as we get on after it in this first game. We got some awesome prizes here in store for us as we got $152 available on that minor jackpot. You could take home in 52 balls or less. We got that major prize at $3,923 you could take home in 51 balls or less. And then that mega prize of $56,000 you could take home in 50 balls or less. Should be a lot of fun as we get on after it in these games. As you guys are getting after it, check out some of our streams that we'll be streaming live to, which is the Pilot TVs, the Player Connect app, pilotgames.com/PilotTV, YouTube Live, as well as the Twitch app. Our channel name is MegaSota on both YouTube Live and Twitch. So hopefully you guys are checking out those streams, shooting out a message, and I'll shoot you out some luck as you get on after this awesome bingo playing day. But currently working on some nice prizes. We have the bat right now, 8 balls away. Well, we'll see if the bat can end up taking it home. Like the name as you're getting on after it. As you guys are getting on after, I would like to highlight some jackpot winners as we've given out a great amount of jackpots over the last few days, as we've given out 15 jackpots over the last 7 days and over 70 jackpots during this season 15 so far. We did just see quite a few jackpots go out yesterday, as we saw a total of 4 jackpots hit lucky players' iPads. It actually all got started with a Pilot Payday jackpot, which it was the first opportunity at Pilot Payday this week, as $2,500 went out to Shane RR over at the Pickled Pig. Good job to you, Shane RR, taking home that awesome jackpot prize. I mean, $2,500, nothing to shake a stick at. Before I get into that second jackpot winner, we're closing in on a nice Musco prize here. $12.70 is what we're working on as we try and give this one out. We'll see who takes it home. The Bat and War Rig are 1 ball away. Now, a few other players joining up at that mark as well, as we see who takes home the Musco. And there it is, the Musco, $12.70 going out at ball 65, as Amanda over at the Lincoln Depot in St. Cloud takes home that nice must. Now we are going to get enrolled into this next game. In this next game, that minor prize will be clicking up from 52 to 54 balls or less, continuing to get more exciting as we get on through these opportunities. So make sure you guys are getting enrolled into these opportunities. As you guys do so, I would like to continue talking about jackpot winners, as we gave out quite a few jackpots over yesterday, and I still got 3 more to talk about. As $7,603 went out to Rye Guy over at the Wheelhouse. They took home $7,603, an amazing prize, as we saw that $2,500 go out, and then just literally minutes after that, Rye Guy took home $7,603. $651 went out to Amy over at Umi's, as our final jackpot on that lovely Wednesday went out to Arm over at the Tommy's Rainy Lake Saloon, taking home $857. Great job to all of our winners over that great Wednesday opportunities, as we can't wait to give out more jackpots throughout these next few days. I mean, obviously, we got some prepped up in front of us. That mega prize is what I'm going to have my eye out on for a lot of this action. Just 1 minute and 15 seconds to get enrolled in game number 2 of Game Day Bingo. Don't miss out as we get on enrolled. So, as we are getting enrolled, I would like to highlight our social media pages, as that's the way to stay up to date with all things Pilot Games. All you got to do is search up Pilot Games and click on our logo. Then you'll be able to see weekly bingo schedules, event details and reminders, big progressives, player pictures, and so much more. You can also click the website link on the top of that Facebook page, which includes our social media links like Twitter and Instagram, pgl.world, and our bar locations, and even more there as well. That bar locations tab just got a brand new update where you can now see all the different locations on a lovely Google map. You search up your location or the area that you're trying to play Pilot Games at, and you can find all those awesome bar locations. Click on that bar location, and you can even see what charity they support while you're playing, so you can know just a little bit more about how you're helping out your community while you're playing these super fun games. just 20 seconds before we are in this upcoming game, as you guys are getting enrolled into this game number 2 of Game Day Bingo, I would love to cover the live bingo schedule. As we start every single day at 12 o'clock with a little bit of Game Day Bingo, Monday through Friday, I'm here for some lunchtime bingo from 12 to 1. The last few days, I was out due to being conked with sickness as I got the winter bug, but now back better than ever, trying to give out some more prizes. I wouldn't call it better than ever, but I do think I am, well enough to be here to be able to give out some nice jackpot prizes from 12 to 1 time. This minor, major, and mega prize we'll be working on over the next 12 games, as I'll be announcing all the winners from those games. At 1 p.m., we'll switch on over to a little Lucky 4 bingo. That'll be your guys' first unhosted bingo of this evening, as you'll have an opportunity at $119,473. The largest jackpot available today is in that game Lucky 4 bingo. Game Day Bingo will resume from at 1 o'clock, going all the way till 4 o'clock, this time unhosted till that time. At 4 o'clock, you'll get your second and final opportunity at Lucky 4 Bingo, which will be the largest jackpot if that $119,473 doesn't go out at 1. From 4 to 6, we'll hop back into Game Day Bingo. But I'll be coming back live for that time, as I'll be there for 23 games of Game Day Bingo, having a blast working through those awesome matchups, seeing what minor, major, and mega prize will be available at the time. At 6 p.m., that's when you guys will get your second opportunity of the week and your only opportunity of today at Pilot Payday. It is at 6 p.m. every Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, and it should be a lot of fun, as there's a $2,500 Musco prize in that game. And it's only 10 cents a card to buy in, so it's a lot of fun. Definitely come out for that Pilot Payday at 6 p.m. From 6 to 10, we will then resume that Game Day Bingo action, getting after that, whatever that minor, major, and mega prize had worked up to throughout the rest of the day. We do like to interrupt that Game Day Bingo with some PGL specialty nights twice a week. But before I get into those PGL specialty nights, let's see who ends up taking home this prize, as we got a few players right now, one ball away. Still, none of them going to be able to take home a jackpot prize in this game, as we see who takes home the $16, as that $16 will be split between Frisky and Molly Joe. Frisky over at Scoops Pub and Grill, and Molly Joe over at Duffy's Bar and Grill. Great job to both of our winners in that game number 2. I'm going to be taking a quick break as you guys play this next game of Game Day Bingo, and I'll be back in just a little bit to give out some more great prizes, as well as announce those PGL specialty nights. Hello, guys, and I am back for some more of this game day bingo. Should be a lot of fun as you guys just finished up a game of game day bingo as we saw Call Me Jen take home a nice Musco prize within that game, taking home a nice total of $33.80. It wasn't Call Me Jen, it was just Call Me over at JR Mac. So, getting a little bit more direct, just call me, getting out there, getting right here. I would like to talk about our awesome specialty nights that are going to be coming up over the next 2 nights. We got two PGL specialty nights that are super fun. Next one up is MegaSota game night. That's going to be happening at 6:40 tomorrow, as it does every single Tuesday. Tony and Nikki should be there giving out a not tomorrow. Tuesday. They should be there every single Tuesday at 6:40, giving out a ton of great PGL points and some awesome prizes. Definitely will be the best one. That will be coming up. The first one up next week on that lovely Tuesday. The other great PGL special night just happened last night, as Wild Wednesday happened from 7 to 9 every single Wednesday. Usually, me and Jordy are there giving out a bunch of PGL points, as well as some great PGL points. We love that high low matchup that starts it off at 7 p.m., as well as the Vikings victory game, the ice fishing derby, all that great action is super fun, all there in that Wild Wednesday. And you can also find a ton of that great action in that Megasota game night. If you do like coming out for those awesome specialty nights, make sure you're signed up at pgl.world so you can compete for those specialty points and get into those standings. We are almost at 50 balls dropped on this one. We're trying to give out a minor prize at 58 balls or less. We also got that major prize at $4,000, trying to give it out in 51 balls or less. Both those prizes will be clicking up in ball count if we are not able to give it out, as that major prize will click up to 52 balls or less, and minor prize will click up to 60 balls or less. Last opportunity for that minor jackpot, as it's now officially going to be clicking up in the next game to 60 balls or less, as $44.60 will go out to Warrig over at the Firehouse Grill in Newmarket. Great job to you, Warrig, taking home that nice prize as we now get enrolled into our game number 5 of Game Day Bingo. Should be a lot of fun as we work into this game number 5. In this game 5, we'll be looking at a minor jackpot at 60 balls or less, a major jackpot at 52 balls or less, and a mega prize sitting at 50 balls or less, $56,000. As you guys get enrolled and play this upcoming game, I'm going to be talking about some national days. Our first national day we'll be highlighting is National Dark Chocolate Day. National Dark Chocolate Day reminds us to indulge a little. Many tout dark chocolate as the healthier chocolate. However, for some, it's an acquired taste. I actually have become a big fan of dark chocolate. As a kid, I didn't really find any kind of appeal to it, but now I find dark chocolate really tasty whenever I have chocolate covered peanuts, chocolate covered almonds, chocolate covered really any of those different kind of mixed nuts. If I can get them chocolate covered and dark chocolate, I feel like it's just a little bit better. I love the way that it pairs with the saltiness of whatever. Like the almond is probably my favorite to have. That the almond dipped in dark chocolate, just absolutely delicious stuff. But chocolate comes from the seed of a tropical coca tree, where they have been cultivating coca for at least 3 millennia, and plants grow in Mexico, Central America, and northern South America. Our earliest known documentation of of using the coca seed dates back to 1100 BC. That is incredible. Definitely some really interesting stuff there. Well, definitely get your dark chocolate on today as we celebrate this awesome national day, a tasty one that you can definitely figure out a way to celebrate on today. Next up on this National Day list, it is Optimist Day. Confident people look to the future with hope. And on Optimist Day, we celebrate the volunteers who share their enthusiasm, skills, and talent to make that tomorrow a vibrant and peaceful one. On the first Thursday in February, recognize an optimist whose endeavors have made a difference in your community. Definitely an awesome one on today. Optimism is a great way to live a happier, healthier life. Each year, optimist organizations around the world volunteer their time, skills, work with their youth in their communities. They provide leadership, scholarships, wellness, and safety, arts, and sports programs. Optimist Day recognizes the volunteers and the youth who support their communities in many different ways. Each day, our growing community relies on the ingenuity and energy of the next generation to be an integral part of our neighborhoods, schools, and towns. These young volunteers and the mentors who guide them connect them to the greater world around us. Their stewardship creates a hopeful future for us all. Definitely a huge one on today. Recognize the volunteers within your community on today. Dedicate the day to their accomplishments and let them know how much you appreciate them. Let them know your community admires the hard work and dedication. Encourage other youth to be involved in the community organizations too. Help them see the benefits of improving the world where they live and connecting with the people who live there. Definitely an important one on today. Volunteering is super important. You guys are doing a little bit in your community, just being out there playing pilot games, as each and every place you support charities that aid in your own community, which I think is just a really awesome little thing that we do here at Pilot. So definitely reinvesting into the community is an awesome thing, but also volunteering within your community is super important, as well as, like they said, you can get to know your community on a more deeper level, and it's just a really cool thing that can happen there. On happy Optimist Day. Look to the brighter future on today. We are coming down to a close in this game right here, trying to give out a 60 ball or less minor prize. Does it go out? Yes, we have $334 going out to Sydney over at the Main Street Bar Hopkins. Great job to you, Sydney's taking home $334.70. 17 cents. We will now be getting enrolled into this next matchup of Game Day Bingo. In that next matchup, you'll be still trying to get after that major and mega prize, but also a double must go prize, which you'll just be adding to onto that $50 must go. So should be a lot of fun. We'll see how big that is by the once you guys get enrolled. I'm going to be taking a break as you guys play this game, but I'll be back in just a little bit to give out some more great prizes. And back for some more of this awesome game day bingo. Should be a lot of fun as we continue to get on after it in this game. We got a 56 ball or less minor prize sitting at $120, a mega jackpot of $4,169, 52 balls or less, and a mega prize at 50 balls or less, $56,748. Should be a lot of fun as we continue to get after it in these games. In those past two games, we just saw some nice prizes go out as we saw a double Musco prize get split up between Amanda over at the Lincoln Depot, JJS over at American Legion Shakopee, and uh, TF Troy over at RJ's on Fifth Avenue. They split up a over $80 Musco prize in that great win. Great job to you guys as we continue to get enrolled into this game right here. Um, as you guys are getting enrolled, I do have a few more national days I'd like to highlight because on February 1st, we celebrate National Texas Day as we recognize the Lone Star State along with its fierce record of independent people and history. The 28th state may not be the only state with a record of being a republic, but their dramatic revolution and fight for independence keeps Texas history alive. Yeah, one of my good buddies, he grew up in Texas. I've actually lived a few years in Texas, but didn't grow up there by any means, and so don't necessarily have a Texas experience as I was very young when I did so. But my buddy, he spent all of middle school, all of late elementary school and middle school there in Texas, and he just talked about how much they taught Texas history. Like it is a very, very known thing that they teach more about Texas history than most states teach about their own history. So it's interesting as it keep because the United States is so big. It's kind of cool that they really focus on their state's history. It'd be cool if a lot of states really focused on their own history, just because spreading over the entire country, that's a lot of history to cover because you're talking about just a huge landmass, just and so much history through so many different demographics and so many different places within the United States. It's important to cover that history, but it's also important to cover your own state's history so you can know how the evolution of your culture that you're surrounded by has come to be. As every state has its own unique culture, and there's reasons behind that, and it makes for very interesting lessons. So definitely a cool one there. National Texas Day. Next up is National Get Up Day. National Get Up Day on February 1st offers an opportunity to share inspiring stories of perseverance. The day reminds us to pick ourselves up when we've fallen and given it, whatever it may be, another go. Call me over at JR Mac is taking home a nice prize in this one, $33.40 going out to you, Call Me, in this awesome game of Game Day Bingo. We'll now be getting enrolled into this next matchup with that minor prize clicking up from 56 to 58 balls or less, getting more exciting as we continue to work through these matchups. So don't miss out as we continue to work through these games. Yeah, looking good on that minor jackpot, 58 balls or less, 52 balls or less for the major, and 50 balls or less for the mega. It's going to be a lot of fun playing game day bingo just throughout today. As you guys continue to play this game day bingo, though, you guys are getting enrolled into some of our final action as we only have 4 games left in this great lunchtime bingo that I'm gonna be here live with you guys for. As you guys get enrolled into this game, I have one final national day, and that's National Baked Alaska Day. Ice cream and cake come together on February 1st in celebration of National Baked Alaska Day. Now, I am not familiar with what baked Alaska is, but and it's an elaborate dessert that is known as the omelet Nouvoir of Nouvorni. Yay. Baked Alaska is made with hard ice cream as a base and sponge cake and covered in a shell of toasted meringue. Very interesting. Well, definitely try some on today. National Baked Alaska Day. We also have another very important day, National Freedom Day. National Freedom Day, always observed on February 1st, celebrates a freedom from slavery. It is also recognized that America is a symbol of liberty. The day honors the signing by Abraham Lincoln of a joint House and Senate resolution that later became the 13th Amendment to the U.S. Constitution. President Lincoln signed the amendment outlawing slavery on February 1st, 1865. It was not ratified by the states until later on December 18th, 1865. Absolutely huge day. One just step in the right direction of many steps that have had to come into place, and still steps that are happening to this day to create that equality. And justice. So definitely an important one on today, National Freedom Day, as we start just a celebrating a very important month. We have we are now in this game right here. We got 58 balls or less for this minor prize, 52 balls or less for this major prize, and 50 balls or less for this mega prize. As you guys are working through this, I would like to talk a little bit about our game day bingo standings, as those have been super fun to keep up with, as we got a crazy standings right now. Currently in 10th place, we have a two-way tie in our player standings. Previously unranked, we have Quick over at JR Mac, tying it up with the previously in 7th place Mike over at the Sherwood Lounge, both with 16,000 points. With 17,000 points, we have a three-way tie in 7th between two previously unranked players, Mad Dog over at the Sunside Depot and Snowflake over at Eagles Rochester, as they tied it up with the previous 4th place player, Snowflake over at Eagles Rochester. 5th place is a two-way tie between Rock Rider over at the Incline Station Bowling Center and Brizo over at the Underground Bar and Grill, both with 18,000 points. Very close race. I mean, 16, 17, 18,000. It's all so close. 20,000 points for 4th place, Cheese over at the Beartown Lounge, as 3rd place is Stingray over at the Lodge on Lake Mazaska with 23,000 points. 32,000 points for 2nd place, Ben W. over at the L&M Bar, as our 1st place player is Call Me Jen over at JR Mac with 72,000 game day bingo points. Now on to our top 10 locations, as 10th place is Duffy's Bar and Grill with 28,000 points, 30,000 points for 9th place, Double Wide. 7th place is Eagles Albert Lay with 34,000 points. With 37,000 points in 5th place, we got Monty's Sports Bar and Moe's, as they are tied with 37,000 points. Tied with VFW Spring Lake Park. It's a three-way tie. Moe's, Monty's Sports Bar, and VFW Spring Lake Park all tied in 5th with 37,000 points. 39,000 points for 4th place, Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards. 3rd place is the L&M Bar with 59,000 points, as we have 61,000 points for our 2nd place location, the Medford Liquor Store. And then the number 1 location, that's JR Mac with 114,000 points. But enough about these standings, and on to this current game, as we have $39.20 going out to Mark over at Tammy's Place, as well as SQCQ and Den Bud. All three of them splitting up that Musco prize in this awesome game, as you guys now get enrolled into this next matchup. Should be a lot of fun, as you guys have a 60 ball or less minor prize that you're going to be working on in this game. As you guys work on it in this game, I'm going to be taking a quick break, and I'll be highlighting hopefully a jackpot winner when I come back in just about 5 minutes. Hello, guys, and I am back for these final two games of Lunchtime Game Day Bingo. As we get after it, we got a 62 ball or less minor jackpot sitting at $355. A fantastic prize to get after. A $4,353 major prize at 52 balls or less, and a mega jackpot of $56,933 you could take home in 50 balls or less. As you guys are getting on after, I would like to give a quick shout out to our awesome e-tabs, as we have a bunch of different charitable e-tab games that you can choose anytime to win huge prizes up to $1,500. All games have small bets between 50 cents and $5 with awesome bonus and free play rounds in those games. We'd love for you to check them out. If you're looking for a specific suggestion, may I suggest the formidable Raging Snowman, as you can immerse yourself in the midst of the snowstorm or engage in the exciting snowball toss. Try and take home those huge jackpot prizes while playing, and let us know how you like that game. I think it's super fun. All those different e-tabs with all those great different bonus rounds and different styles. You're bound to find one of those games that you really enjoy. One of those games that we really enjoy is Sherlock Holmes, and we like highlighting all of our top scorers from Sherlock Holmes. So if you want to see who was the biggest winners in our awesome Where's Watson skill challenge, definitely go check it out, as we just posted that 3 days ago on our Facebook page. We do have a little music history, as on today in 1964, the Beatles' I Want to Hold Your Hand hits #1 in the US as Beatlemania takes hold. Absolutely huge stuff. Oh, I Want to Hold Your Hand. Maybe give it a listen to on today. As we are playing some Vikings themed game day bingo, we might as well talk a bit about our Minnesota Vikings, as we have three defensive prospects and three offensive prospects the Vikings should watch at the Shrine Bowl this year. That Shrine Bowl is actually happening today, so if you do get the opportunity to watch it, definitely give it a view, as it's happening later on today. Let's see what time it's going to be at 6 p.m. for you guys. That should be an interesting matchup. I'm excited to see the players in that Shrine Bowl, but some guys that we should be watching for this upcoming draft class. First up, the three offensive players. First up, Jordan Travis, the QB out of FSU. He had some really good snaps for Florida State University, and they looked like a completely different team when he wasn't on the field. Now, he may be a little bit more of a development piece, and he has some injury concerns, but I do like the pickup just due to the fact that he is a high upside quarterback that can come in and be developed under a guy like Kirk Cousins. We have a jackpot prize going out in this game, as we split that up between Mayren as well as KFG. Great job to both of our winners as we work on this great double Musco prize in this final game of Lunchtime Bingo. In this final game, we'll be working on a double Musco prize, like I said, that $85 that was already in the Musco will already be added to this Musco prize right here, as it should be over $100 that you can win at any ball count over 52 balls or less. If you do win at 52 balls or less, you'll be taking home that major prize of $4,392. The mega prize is at 50 balls or less, so still doable there as well. But back to the prospects we're going to be watching today at the Shrine Bowl. Jordan Travis, QB out of FSU, big time prospect for us, as he can fall later in the draft and be one of those high upside guys that has a lot of ability. Frank Gore Jr., the running back out of Southern Mississippi, and more importantly, the son of Frank Gore, has been a great back for quite a few years over there. in the college game, and he would definitely be an interesting pickup for us. I don't mind the pickup, just because of his productivity over the last few years, as he had 1,000 yards in both the 2023 and 2022 season. Some really good stuff there. Even working into the receiving game, uh, he was able to get over 100 yards in over 200 yards in his last two seasons. So some really good total yardage from him. He averaged 6 yards a carry, the most he ever averaged in 2022. That dipped to 4.9 yards per carry in 2023. But a lot of that can be due to an offensive line. So I don't mind Frank Gore Jr. You know you're getting an NFL caliber player that just has that mind. He's been surrounded by football his entire life. And I like those guys. Definitely another one. We got Matt Lee, center out of Miami. I think this is a nice center out of Miami that we could pick up in a nice later round pick. Uh, Yeah, playing out of UCF, definitely looks interesting. Out of Miami, should be interesting. I definitely think that would be a cool one if we could see him star there. Now onto the defensive side of the football. Another guy I'm going to be watching out for is Luke McCaffrey. Just like the prospect, he was a guy that came out to play quarterback in college. Played 2 years played a few years at quarterback at Nebraska, lost the starting job, came on over to Rice, didn't get the starting job at quarterback there as well, but then went on to become a wide receiver. And over the last two seasons, had 700 yards as in his first year as a wide receiver, and then 900 yards as his second year as a wide receiver. I think a guy like that, the development process for that guy can be exponential, and can really become a star player for you in just a few years, just because you know the genetics are there. He has the speed, should have the speed and the ability to play at the NFL level. We saw his dad and his brother be some of the better players within the NFL. And so I think Luke McCaffrey has a good shot, and I would take the risk on him in a later round pick, just due to the fact that he's only been a wide receiver for a few years and already started to put up some pretty decent production in the college game. But back to defensive players. We'll be looking at Joan Ellis, a edge rusher out of Utah, Daquan Hardy, a cornerback out of Penn State, and Leonard Taylor, the D tackle out of Miami. All great guys that are going to be competing in that Senior Bowl. That Senior Bowl happening at 6 p.m. tonight. Should be a lot of fun. You guys could send some luck out to our Vikings who are prepping for that draft. But playing the great ETAB game, Vikings victory. Pick a letter in the skull bonus round to see if you could take home a giant prize. It's definitely a blast to play. As we are getting through this game right here, though, we're working on that double must go prize. We'll see who takes home this double must go in this final game, as we got Call Me Jen and a few others one ball away. We should be seeing this prize go out very, very soon, as $138.50 will be going out to Lurk over at the Guilty Goose. Great job to you, Lurk, in this final game of Game Day Bingo, as you guys will now be getting enrolled into a little Lucky Four Bingo. In that game of Lucky Four Bingo, you will have an opportunity at $119,000. Should be a lot of fun as you get after it. I do have a player spotlight. Lucky me over at Neeson's Biscuit took home $8,166 this weekend. And over at Neeson's Biscuit, they support the German Days Incorporated. Their mission is to promote commerce and contribute funds back into the community for the betterment of all citizens. Just a really, really cool thing. And just a reminder that when you guys play pilot games, your community wins.